Can't run no more.
Can't run no more.
What if it's camp run no more, and it's a camp for kids who can't be on the cross-country team that year because their grades were too bad? It's like, what do you mean, summer school? Yeah, but we made it themed.
I had to go to summer school for football.
Yeah.
I'm not good at it.
Camp football no more. Eric's wearing a robe. That's usually my outfit.
Well, I
should
figured
come over in a robe one of these days.
I figured you would. I know you leave the house in a robe.
I do a lot. Not a lot, but it's sometimes.
You do a lot.
Well, I leave the house. I don't leave like that. I don't go out on the town.
You do.
But I go out to my car. I go out and pick.
Last time I saw you, you were you pick hot water out of your car.
Hot water out of my car.
I'm a real American picker.
Eric's roasting me because I got a Dasani that's been sitting in my passenger seat.
I'm a real American.
Boy, is it toasty. If I was in Asia, people would think I was normal. But
That's
here in
true.
America, I'm...
Yeah, or an old white woman.
Yeah,
but you just
true.
need a lemon.
I think that's cold. An old white woman would think that's cold.
No, you're a real American picker.
Look at that guy riding a bike on his phone.
Oh, people do that all the time.
I know, but it's like, dude.
Well, he's in a bike lane. If
can't-
anyone hits him,
you
they're
don't even have
liable.
bumpers.
If anyone hits him, they're liable.
That's true. You don't even have those things that go beep, beep, beep. You're going out of the lane. I have those at least.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know your car was that fancy.
It goes beep, and then I go, all right. And then a little coffee cup pops up, and it says, please take a break. I'm stressing out my car.
Well, my car doesn't have a bumper, so if I ever hit anyone, I'll just die.
Yeah.
So I'm just...
That's how that works.
I should be able to insure it as a motorcycle, truly,
Yeah.
with how fucked up my car is.
Hey, get this in the bike lane, pal, and split it back in half.
I should, since I don't have side mirrors, I should be allowed to split lanes.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you don't have side mirrors from that time you tried to split lanes.
Hey, it would work now.
It would work now. That's true. If that is what happened, then it would work now. Luxury lanes, like Kramer was trying to do, remember?
Exactly.
Made them bigger.
Make them bigger.
So you can hang out. That's why I like driving at night. There's an unofficial luxury lane rule of the road, I like to think.
No, there's not. I saw we had an accident on the corner there.
You know about that? The laundromat accident?
No.
Oh. When I drove here just now, there's an accident that just happened.
Oh, no, this was late last night.
I know it just happened because a girl was yelling and doing that thing where you go like this with your hand. You know what I mean? Where you hold, one hand makes a table, the other hand slaps it.
The other hand, the back of the hand
as if you're
slaps
like,
it.
I'm
You're backhanding yourself.
Yeah, as if you're like, I'm citizen judging her. Like, we've all heard of a citizen's arrest.
I'm not going to do a citizen's arrest.
I'm going to citizens be a judge.
I will be the judge.
I'm going to citizens preside over this, and you are guilty.
You are guilty.
That would be funny if a judge did the gavel in that rhythm. Like one of those types of sassy people becomes like a lawyer or a judge, I mean.
Judge Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
You are guilty.
The gavel on the beat. You owe back child support.
Well, why? The kid got taken care of. He's still
true.
alive.
That is true. That is true.
What if I just start paying?
That would be an awesome. You get like a really good lawyer to defend you. Your Honor, we looked up the definition of child support. To support a child.
She supported the
She
child
was
on her
clearly
own.
been supported. Support means to help one thrive.
Yeah.
Are you saying this beautiful girl has not thrived?
Are you saying that this beautiful young woman,
Has not been given the strength to
a
thrive?
13-year-old with a face tattoo?
Yeah.
She has freedom. She has rights.
Where is she? She like isn't in the courtroom. You're like, where is she? And they're like, she's next door. She got arrested. She got arrested for smoking cigarettes in the courtroom. So they took her next door for her trial.
She got arrested for smoking while she was going through the metal detector.
Yeah, she was putting out cigarettes on her arm to try to make look a smiley face because you won't let her get a fucking tattoo. You will not let her get us.
Not guilty.
You're watching J14 Courtroom.
From Twitch.
You're watching Tumblr Court. Not for real. I almost stopped because I was like, that's why this guy is getting yelled at.
I need to defend this man.
No, the guy on the corner who was in the accident. I need to defend
Was
him.
it his fault? Could you tell from the configuration of the cars whose fault it was?
No, but he was out taking photos of everything, and then that girl was just yelling at him.
Oh, okay.
And had two other people next to her going, mm-hmm.
So you wanted to put a mouthy broad in her place, is what you're saying?
No, it just looked like it was like a...
It looked like it was a woman who was overreacting, and you as a man
It looked
felt
like it was a girl group who thought they were going to be next TLC arguing with Brian Eno. And Brian Eno's like, look, it might be my fault, but you don't need to yell at me.
And also, I'm vegan.
I'm vegan. You don't need to...
Shows his arms.
Yeah, no, there wasn't, because I mean, we've all been in accidents, but there is a thing, you know, it's Kentucky, so it's no fault.
Yeah.
I should have run over and been like, hey, there's no need to argue. We live in the dumbest state ever.
Listen, everyone here is so stupid.
Somehow you're all going to have to pay more money for this.
No one's going to win.
Don't ask me how, but there's anything you should team up and use this anger to let us get regular auto insurance in this state. Kentucky has no fault insurance. It's the dumbest thing. A lady straight up hit me with her car once, and they were like, well, can you pay us both money? Can you pay us? Like,
How about you give Kentucky $3,000?
How about you give your insurance money, and this lady gives her insurance money, and then you both fix your car.
And then you both fix your cars on your own.
We'll give you a YouTube link.
Yeah. Listen, if you can't afford full coverage, why are you even driving?
There should be like a really cheap auto insurance that's like...
There should be.
They're like, well, yeah.
Because I
like,
fucking just got dropped by Geico due to my ongoing legal troubles.
Yeah, they're like, our lowest coverage is we send you YouTube tutorials.
On how to repair your bumper.
We find the best one. Sometimes we make them. If we can't find a good one,
and listen, we monetized it.
We commission them.
We monetized it. We make bumpers now.
We make ads. There should be an auto insurance company that's like, we also sell cars.
We also
fix cars.
Yeah. Also, if you want to come into one of our registered shops.
I guess they do. All right.
They probably do.
You're like doing a bit and then you're saying actual things.
Yeah, I know. I was just joking, and then I was like, actually, I guess that is a thing.
Yeah. You know even less than that Judge Gavel lady.
Well, you don't need to know much.
Guilty. The judge just does it with his hand. I left my gavel at home. Order in the court.
He's just banging his glass of scotch against the fucking table.
I would love it to. It's because you can't see the judge.
You should be allowed to drink in
You
court.
can't see the judge's table. You know what I mean? You can't see his little area.
Yeah.
And he just hits the gavel and he misses and he just, damn it, I broke my bowl. I wasn't going to smoke in the court, but I like having it here.
Fuck.
It's for after work, but still, shit.
I've hurt my back. I was going to actually take that oxy.
They're like,
I guess I'll have to snort it.
He's like, all right, well, next case. You hear like a pop sound. I'm like, what the fuck was that? He didn't. That's not where you normally hear gavel. And then a minute later, you see him sneak a potato chip.
It would be funny.
He farts. He times his farts.
You know what? Yeah, gavel's a fart button.
I've got a little bit of gas.
Yeah.
So you know what? Guilty.
Just banging it on a whoopee cushion. No, it would be a great gender reveal
Oh
to
my
be
god,
like.
a whoopee cushion in a courtroom would be awesome.
It would be awesome.
Because everyone's so nervous, so the person going up there probably isn't like, something's on my seat, I should move it. You know what I mean? They're like, oh, I need to get my brother off for murder. And they...
The last time I was in court...
Did you do that? No, Your Honor. That was the chair. I'll mind you, you're under oath.
You're on a long bench.
No, but when you're up there, you're on a little chair. I'm picturing the witness.
The last time I was in court, the guy, this woman walked in, and she was sort of unfortunate looking, and she was wearing very ill-fitting clothing. Like she was wearing.
Was that the legal ruling? Unfortunate looking, and with 2 accounts of ill-fitting clothing.
But
Your Honor, my client's a beautiful woman.
It's not your
The
job.
lady in like an overflowing tube top.
Not your job.
Your Honor, my client's a beautiful woman.
It's not your job to decide what beauty is in America today.
I like these short shorts.
The lawyer's wearing them.
I'll put them on to prove.
Would
to
you come after me for dressing like this?
Exhibit B.
And he has like pull off slacks.
Yeah.
He's wearing short shorts. No, this woman and the guy who is sitting next to me on the bench, he leans over and he goes, God, after seeing that, I hope I get the death penalty.
That's a pretty good one. And then it's like, all right, next up for 12 counts of murder.
Next up for the Zodiac killings. Marshall Harris.
Is that the guy's name?
No.
Whose name is that?
That's just a name I made up.
It's going to be wild when that's the name of the Zodiac Killer.
And then they loop back and it's my social security number.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
320. No.
You're not that old.
No, I was starting my social security number.
No, I meant to be the Zodiac Killer.
You don't know how old I am.
That's true.
Maybe that vampire bit was real.
Oh, my God.
No, there was a
Vampire bit would be a good like drill bit that lasts forever, but only if you put blood on it. If that was a thing that like they existed, call it the vampire bit.
Oh. No, so there was like a minor. It wasn't a bad accident, but I think one of them didn't have insurance.
His cart hit a.
Yeah,
Honda.
it was a guy. It was a 16-year-old homeless child
It was a
who was
minor.
trying to do a wheelie
No.
in his grocery cart.
No, I pictured a cart like like in the mines, like a big, like it's on a track, full of
like
coal. That somehow.
So you were picturing an amusement park ride that was happening on the street
somehow was
corner.
going down 4th Street. Like Donkey Kong. Remember those? Those are some of the most fun
Remember
levels.
Donkey Kong?
No, remember you ever get.
Yeah, and then the cart. Yeah, it's fun.
So good.
It's the most fun.
I like those better than actual roller coasters. I like playing that Donkey Kong level more than I liked riding real.
Do you like roller coasters?
I was scared of them most of my life, but then
So was I.
there was a girl I was trying to impress once.
Nah.
So I was like, I ain't scared. And I was like, actually, this is kind of fun.
You should have just shown her your hog.
Hey, I said impress, not depress. It's weird that those two aren't opposite. What does press mean? What the fuck is press?
You press a button.
Yeah, but like impress,
It's the
depress, impress.
Impress.
That doesn't even seem related.
Yeah, impress doesn't have anything to do with any of those words.
No, but when I was a kid, my mom, we were all at Cedar Point. Because I grew up not too
You were
far
trying
from
to
Cedar
impress
Point.
your mom.
I was trying to impress my mom.
I wanted my mom to think I was cool.
I wanted her to think I was cool.
So we went to Cedar Point.
No, it was the opposite. My mom tried to make me cool, and then I was like, why'd you do that? It would be like if a kid got taken to like a punk concert when they were 12, and they were like, and it scarred me forever.
I can't handle. I only listen to classical now.
I've been scared ever since.
Eric Satie is my favorite artist now.
No, but we went to Cedar Point. 'Cause Cedar Point's like the best coasters in the world until
Yeah.
China and the Middle East got all that money.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, this one goes to the moon. We have to rebuild it every day.
Let's rebuild it after every rotation.
Every day the fucking thing snaps.
There's so many people. There's so many dead people on the moon right
Yeah.
now.
No, but I also live by a shitty
With those
park.
picnic table hats on their head.
Oh, that would be cool.
That sounds racist,
No.
but we all know what I
No,
mean.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's cool. I have moon hats. Like Devo for the moon. I'll be honest, I actually don't know what you mean.
Those things like the Sheik swear, where it's like...
You said it wasn't racist.
It says it's like red. It says, no, it's like red and white, you know, and it looks like it's like wrapped on like a tambourine.
All right, well, mark down what time this is.
15 minutes and 21 seconds. Cut from here.
No, in China. No, but I live. Did you actually cut? I was like, you don't need to.
No, I didn't actually cut.
No
I was
sheik
going to
is
try
gonna
and
be
look it up.
offended. Anyone who knows a sheik probably has a good sense of humor. Sheiky baby.
Oh, Habibi, come here.
How do you know about Habibi?
Because I know...
Why do people know that word? People used to not
it just
know that
means
word.
it's just like a friend. It's just like a word for friend.
No, it means my lover.
It's like words with friends.
No, it means my lover. It's one of the few things I remember from Arabic. Oh, I know what you're talking about. What did you Google? Image. You Google image search picnic table hat chic, and it was only one of 5 results. 4 out of the 5 were wrong.
Well, Quora is what is the special red and white tablecloth-like pattern that's
Putting
Saudi.
a hyphen in like doesn't make it not racist.
Big-lipped like basketball players. Why do they like Jordan so much?
You know what I mean? I'm not being racist, but you know what I like African American like people. Dashed like. That phrase only exists so that people can get out of trouble. Someone's like, that thing's a bird. And then they're like, no, it's not. It turned out to be a bat. And you're like, I said it was bird-like.
Bird-like. I'm a great scientist, I promise.
Just for people who don't want to commit. Like it's a plant-like substance. Turned out to actually be a mushroom, but I was pretty smart with that.
That's what they call kratom.
Yeah.
It's like it's a plant-like substance.
Yeah,
it's like a plant, but, you know, not at all.
Yeah.
Also, the first answer on this Quora
What is that thing actually called?
It's called a... it's called a schmegma.
Someone edited Wikipedia. Refresh Wikipedia so that
No, this is...
someone's mean edit.
No, this
can
is
go
on
away.
Quora.
That's someone doing a goof answer.
No, it has more after that. Or gutra. It is a traditional headdress that is commonly worn in the Middle East to protect the head and face from the sun and sand.
People are always like, you look at them.
You
You look at like a Middle Eastern guy, and you're like, those people are crazy.
And then it's like,
But then
well,
it's
I
like-
live in an entirely different climate
exactly.
than them.
It's like, what the fuck? Yeah.
It's like, they would look at me like, what the fuck are you wearing?
I know, right? It's like, you go to the Middle East, you idiot.
Yeah.
I always love it's like you'll see like a white guy in the Middle East. They're like, look, he's wearing the outfit. And it's like, yeah, because he's on a camel going, like, 'cause he's living, he's doing the stuff.
Yeah, he's going to be on a camel for a week and a half.
What do you think he's going to be like? Everyone's going to be on a camel wearing this. And then there'll be like a white guy in like a polo.
And then it's
khakis,
Andrew Tate in the
and
back.
he somehow is on like a golf cart like next to them. The world's
But
fucking
it's
crazy,
spelled-
man. We're all gonna be more like the Middle East sooner rather than later.
I don't think it's pronounced schmegma. It's spelled Shemagh. So schma?
You don't know nothing. So, anyways, you were wiping your mouth with what you thought was a napkin, and then
And then you offended a
and then
Middle
one
Eastern
of these
man.
chic-like people.
So, anyways, you put your plate of spaghetti down on a Middle Eastern guy's head, and started chowing down.
That would be the ultimate move. Is you're like, hey, well, this is a nice little camel ride through the desert, everybody. I brought some snacks. And you take your thing off, and then they're all like, my God, what an idiot.
I do have the top answer on Quora is because the thing I was reading was the Chat GPT response.
Yeah.
And then the top real answer is, I have a sneaking suspicion that whoever came up with that pattern wanted it to be aesthetically appealing. Ooh. feel like if you
My theory, tie-dye represents free-spiritedness.
yeah, I feel like if you were interviewing, I mean, I know Louis Vuitton is not a person anymore, but it's like, yeah, it'd be like if you talked to him and you were like, I have a sneaking suspicion that you want your stuff to look good. Do you want cold water, dude?
No, this is good. I think you're talking to Louis Vuitton still, and I was like,
Why the fuck are you talking to him about water?
That has to do with that.
He's probably got cold water whenever
You
he wants.
this great Louis Vuitton.
Oh.
No, remember in no, I don't even remember. I don't even remember what I was gonna ask you if you remembered.
Oh, I was still talking about the accident because the accident wasn't interesting, but then there was just also a guy who was walking down the street without shoes on.
Wait, so the accident was a man in with one of those smacks?
No, I don't know how we got on that rail, but
That's something to do with my Chinese roller coaster. Because then you kept calling them moon hats, and I went, oh yeah, like Devo.
I didn't keep calling them moon
And I
hats.
remember saying like Devo, and then for some reason I came clean. I said, I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
But you figured it out.
No, I didn't.
When I say,
I didn't.
hey Andrea, when I say the Middle Eastern people who wear like the picnic tablecloth hats,
Well, yeah,
do you
that
know
I
what I'm
figured
saying?
out.
Yeah.
You called it a picnic. You didn't say Middle Eastern people. You said picnic table hats. You said table too. So I pictured some sort of novelty, like the cheese hat.
Yeah.
That like
you pictured an entire
I
table
pictured like
on
a
someone's
foam
head.
picnic table.
But you're meaning the picnic blanket.
He meant the blanket. He meant
Yeah.
a smaga.
A shmaga.
Yeah.
Or a
Totally.
gabula.
Those. Yeah.
Also, that guy wasn't only not wearing shoes; he was only wearing socks, which is
Yeah.
weirder.
Which is weirder.
So the
yeah.
man in the
And so
accident,
so there's like 3 cops lined up, and then they see this guy walking around without shoes, and they're like, "All right, let's just arrest this guy."
but he did have socks on.
He did have socks on.
Well, he probably sold his shoes.
Yeah, he's just trying to get to Indianapolis. He needs money for a bus
Yeah.
ticket.
We all sold our shoes in one town. You buy them cheaper the next.
Yeah, but no, it did suck to see that guy just get arrested because cops are just like, no shoes, no freedom.
No freedom. Yeah.
Black guy, let's get it.
Black
Let's
guy
get
with
him.
no shoes, we're done.
Black open feet are illegal. No one's seen a black man in
Where are
sandals
your
in 50
slides,
years.
sir?
That's why black people love shoes.
So they don't get arrested?
No, because they'll get arrested if they don't wear them. So they're like, well, if we have to wear them or we'll be arrested, we'll at least make them look cool.
So, do you want to dig into the news?
No, we gotta keep talking about China. No.
Roller coasters?
Roller
We
coasters.
could go back to roller coasters.
No, my mom went to Cedar Point. Oh, there's a shitty place near us called Jogga Lake.
Yeah.
And it's famous because in Super High Me, or no, it's in the I Am Comic documentary, Doug Benson is talking about what he likes doing on the road. And he goes, yeah, you go to Ohio, you can go to Cedar Point. And then the interviewer off camera goes, Jogga Lake, which is another amusement park.
Yeah.
And Doug Benson goes, I don't give a fuck about no lake. As if that interviewer was like, you like amusement parks, like, the best in the world, or you can go to a lake.
Or you, is it does it
No,
have
it's an amusement
coasters?
park. Yeah, Jogga
just-
Lake is like, it's just like a Kentucky Kingdom type place.
Okay.
But it's just called Jogga Lake.
Okay.
Because it's it's on Lake Erie, and it's in Jogga County.
Okay.
But that had like coasters that break sometimes. So when I was a kid, you're like a little kid, and you hear like, my cousin was at Jogga Lake, and he was on the double loop, and the coaster stopped halfway up the loop, and they were stuck there for days.
Days.
And this guy's got
Come
so
on.
much blood went to his head that it popped. And the blood, everyone had to drink the blood. They came over to the PA and they were like, everyone in the coaster drink the blood of the guy's head popped.
Did I tell you my dad works at Nintendo?
My dad works for Pamela Anderson.
My dad writes for
Said
Family
I can have
Guy.
sex with her.
My dad writes for Family Guy. Quagmire's gonna do a Thundercats joke this season.
Now it's that, so I do that. So I got scared. You know what I mean? You're this apocrypha.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As
of
a
course.
child, you're like,
Yeah.
yikes.
Well, I scared a kid at Kentucky
I
Kingdom.
was about to say,
one
what was
time.
your kind of apocrypha? People are like, don't go by that wood over there. There's a bear.
Nah, there wasn't anything like that. I didn't live around people who had fear.
Whoa.
That did sound a lot more like braggadocious than I meant.
I just meant people like good security systems.
Oh, no, they did not. I mean, they probably did in the fact that they had a bunch of guns.
That's a security system.
But no, I scared the shit out of a kid on Kentucky because it was the thing where, like, you flip upside down.
Yeah.
You know, and, like, you hang there for a little bit, and then they spin you around a bunch.
Yeah.
And I went there. This was a while ago. It was, like, not long after they'd reopened since that woman got, like, her feet cut off there.
See, I didn't live here, but I feel like the place I lived it probably had a similar amount to Kentucky Kingdom.
Yeah. And the kid next to me on the ride was just freaking the fuck out. And I looked over at him and I was like, don't worry. Only 2 people have ever died at this amusement park.
Goodness.
And he started freaking out. He started freaking out even more. And I was like, listen, there's only one person who's lost their feet here. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And this fucking like 12-year-old is just screaming next to me.
But you're telling him facts.
Yeah, no, I'm a historian.
Yeah, it's not like, you know what I
I'm
mean?
a student of the game.
Yeah, it's not like, what, are you gonna be mad for educating my son? Go get mad at a teacher for teaching.
Yeah. Why don't you get mad? Why don't you go yell at your son's principal for doing
squeezing out this riff? You got
go
it.
get mad at
out of the tube. Come on, Eric.
Go get mad at your school's principal for doing drag queen story hour.
There we go.
And then when she says we don't do that, I don't know what you're talking about.
He's leaning against the counter and 2 munches coming out. No, man, but then you go. So but you didn't grow up around an amusement park because you grew up in Tennessee.
No.
You grew up around a guy with a tractor.
Yeah, I went on a lot of hay rides.
And there, if you go upside down, it is a problem.
It's a huge problem.
It's not just apocryphal.
Austin's mom's got her foot run over by a hay ride.
My God. Holy crow.
Imagine being like, probably realistically at the time, probably like a 43-year-old woman who has like a job and having to like call your boss and be like, got run over at the hayride.
Got run over at the hayride.
I'm afraid I can't make it in on Monday.
That'd be great if you're
got run over by a tractor.
Imagine these days where everyone works remote all over the country. And you're like, all right, we're going to Skype in with Sue, who lives in Franklin, Tennessee.
She's got her fucking leg up like this.
I run over by a done tractor.
I got to keep it elevated after the hayride incident.
Sue, you're wild. Howdy, y'all. They like doing that shit. They're like, anyways, now to Dave and Minnesota.
Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's.
Now back to Dave, live from Dave and Buster's.
No, when we were kids, we went to Cedar Point, and my mom was like, oh, the older kids and your dad are all riding these fun roller coasters. I got to hang out with this fucking dweeb. Skinny little get no pussy bitch. And I'm like, I'm 6.
Sorry.
No, but
am I even tall enough for this?
I was like, can I go back to the Berenstain Bears place? There's only like 2 more years before they're going to rebrand it as Snoopy, and no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
It might be because I got too old, but I like to think the rebrand is what killed that kid's play place.
I'm trying to get in the ball pit, Mom.
Yeah. It's funny to rebrand a thing, like, and it coincides with when
it fails.
Just the age in which you're like, I don't want to go to a kid's place.
Yeah.
So in your mind, you're like, man, that place was cool back when it was the Berenstain Bears.
Yeah, you're nostalgic and like, I'm not a pussy.
Now that it's Camp Snoopy, I can't even. Only a nerd would go to Camp Snoopy. I'm 15 and I'm like, only a fucking pussy would go to Camp Snoopy. 3 years ago, it was cool. it was Berenstain Bears. I was 12. It's still kind of too old to be. Nah, man, but then my mom was like, oh, we'll go on this one ride. It's not a roller coaster. Don't worry. Yeah. And she was like, also stand in your like tiptoes when the guy comes around. I was like, okay. And then we go on the thing, and I'm like, oh, clearly this track is...
I'm just actively endangering
I know.
you.
This is the blue streak. It's still there today. It's a staple of the park. No, my mom's like, oh no, it's not. And I'm like, I was smart enough to be like, clearly this track is going there, and then it's gonna go that big hill.
Yeah.
And then she's like, nah.
Dad, no way.
She's like, it's a different. They're gonna change it.
We're gonna have to get your prescription checked on your
So I
glasses.
don't know what my mom thought was gonna happen. Because there's plenty of opportunity for her to be like, all right, you caught me. But no, then we're just going up, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is scary. Because you go real high, and then you're next to the lake. So you're like, as a kid, you don't realize, oh, being next to a lake on a tall thing's better because I would fall 50-50 chance I'm falling into water.
Yeah.
But as a kid, you're like, damn, it's not even hard concrete underneath me.
Oh.
And then you just go, ah! And then everyone else on the ride's probably like, that kid's loving this ride.
This kid is having a great time. He's fucking loving this.
And then I said, Mom, I'm not going to ride another roller coaster until that girl I have a crush on all throughout high school but don't make any moves on. Then suddenly, the end of senior year, she's like, oh, hey, we should hang out sometime.
Did you even speak to her?
Well, we, knew each other, vaguely.
Okay.
And then it was like, yeah, now's my chance.
We're done with high school.
I'm going to ramp things up in the weeks leading us to us both moving away.
Now that we have no organic way to see each other, I'm going to make my move.
Time to make my move. Step one is show her I'm brave.
I can ride a roller coaster.
Step one, flash my nipples at a Top Thrill Drag or whatever that's Millennium Force. What's the one? Do you know any of those coasters?
I've only been to
The famous ones?
I've only been to 2 amusement, well, 3, I guess. I went to Holiday World with my dad when I was 17.
That was just to get free sunscreen.
That was just to get, we brought plastic bags. We brought plastic bags and empty 2 liters.
Yeah.
And then we left.
To our international listeners who may be confused, an amusement park is a
You're going to start with amusement parks. Not go just straight to Holiday World offers free sunscreen and free soft drinks.
Oh, yeah, I don't know where they're jumping in on. Maybe a guy's got a coconut with a crystal. He's on an island somewhere.
Listen, this ain't your European Disney, okay?
Yeah.
Everything's free. It's America, baby.
Yeah, when you're a kid and the Boy Scouts have that stuff where you're like, it's a potato, and then you plug in a crystal, and it's a radio.
Yeah.
Are there now that for podcasts?
I hope someone is listening
plug
to
an
us.
iPod into an acorn.
I really hope someone is listening to us on a potato.
I hope a Boy Scout is...
Because they won't be able to detect the bad
I
audio
hope a Boy
quality.
Scout is both getting and losing a merit badge. Because this is coming out of...
First, they see that he's done it. Then they listen to us talking, and they're like, give me that back.
Yeah, how often is there a kid who was like, hey, I got a build your own radio kit from the Boy Scouts. Oh
Yeah.
my God, it's working. It's tuning in. It's put your vagina on the speaker. You know?
Put your pussy on.
I'm gonna moan.
I'm gonna.
Like, oh, Howard, you crazy?
Howard, you. Oh my God.
Mom and Dad, I got the radio to work.
And I'm coming.
It's Howard. So the parents run in and smash the potato.
All right, now that there's no ladies in here.
She left because I brought up Howard Stern. No, she left because I brought up Boy Scouts. She was like, it's BSA Scouts.
She's going to the garden.
The garden.
Springsteen's there tonight.
What? The secret garden?
No, she's going. There's a community garden around the corner.
I was going to say she left.
Or she's about to come back in. Oh, it looks like
That'd
maybe...
be a great cover. My ex and I aren't still together anymore. We just have a garden.
Listen, I started the garden. She takes care of it when I'm not around. And we share the vegetables equitably.
Yeah. We can share the vegetables.
But you can't share my heart with her.
The Grateful Dead, one of their famous lines is, we can share the women, we can share the wine. And then it's like...
but we won't share the bud.
But imagine...
It's like, ask cash or grass, and they're like, hey, the grass is mine.
Imagine John Mayer rolls up some young model, and it's like, Hey, gang, this is some 19-year-old I met. And then Bob Weir and Mickey Hart come out.
Mickey Mantle is.
Fucking Phil Lesh, who's not even in the band anymore.
He's just hanging out.
He's like, remember that lyric from that one song?
Well, he does the merch now.
Yeah. No, he hates tie-dye. He would want nothing to do with that.
They can sell plain T-shirts. It's just white Hanes.
I'm not being in the band if John Mayer's in it. Only one of us can be cute. That would have been a funny response. We're like, Phil Lesh, why aren't you in the band? And he's like,
John Mayer.
I don't know why he's not in the band, but is at the press conference.
John Mayer's too cute.
And why didn't Phil join you boys? John didn't want anyone cuter than him in the band. And then John Mayer winks. And then they're like, well, you're like 45. Not a lot of people think you're cute.
Yeah, but Rich 45.
And certainly people at the Grateful Dead presser don't think you're cute. Not a lot of screaming teen girls for John Mayer, period. Even less were able to get what I assume is an exclusive ticket.
Is Cherry Garcia still alive?
The flavor, it's going strong.
Why? Is that not his name?
You mean Jerry Garcia?
Is his name not Cherry?
No.
I thought they named the
You're
ice
doing
cream
a
after
bit.
him.
You're doing a bit.
You know me.
Have you fun? Here's a funny sketch. Here's a subtle sketch for my subtle sketch comedy show.
Okay.
The theme music's just one trumpet. It's a kid eating. It's a fat kid.
Okay. I'm in already. I'm already laughing.
He's got a bunch of empty tubs of Ben and Jerry's around.
Yeah.
And he's reading a book.
Okay.
Called The History of Psychedelic Music.
Okay.
And then he just goes, oh my God, Dad. And he runs in his parents' room. That's the whole sketch. You got to do the work in your mind.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it there. You just gave yourself a little mohawk there, buddy.
I'm laughing so hard.
Is that what happens when you laugh?
I give myself a little mohawk. No, I was thinking on the way over here. I was trying to think of.
Thinking, huh?
I saw one of the gals who was in that accident I saw.
Yeah.
Looked kind of like Lizzo.
Okay.
And then in my mind, I was
Lizzo like?
Lizzo like. And then I was just trying to think of words you could combine with Lizzo. The only one I could come up with is if you see a chubby Mexican fella or a chubby Mexican lady. Chorizo.
That's pretty good.
It's only like chorizo.
You ever need to roast a fat Mexican woman? Which
Chorizo.
I hope you never have to.
Chorizo over here.
Look
Oh,
at
you don't like
fucking
that one?
Chorizo.
Well, truth hurts. And then none of the comics laugh, but all of the audience lose their mind. None of the comics laugh because they're all just like, yeah, truth, that's her song. That's 100% my joke. I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% your next comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, in being introduced off mic by himself, Dan Alton. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start being like, how do you want to be brought up? And be like, oh,
You just need to start demanding the Seaman X music.
No, but just be like, you leave the stage. I take care of my own intro. They're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, just like go up after the feature and be like, oh, ladies and gentlemen, that was John Baptista. and all right. And then you leave, and then I'll off stage play like the NBA.
Not play.
I'll play like some cool music in the small
I'll play the music from the Australian Open theme song, and no one's gonna get it.
Fog will start coming in, and then I'll be like, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else.
And then I run through a piece of
Welcome.
paper that I hung up.
Welcome. And then it's like echoey, and it's like, to the Highlands Tap Room.
Up tonight.
That'd be a really funny thing is we booked the Highlands tap room and come with a smoke machine. Just fill it.
Make it so you can't see
Because we
anything.
realistically could fill that room with the smoke machine.
It would take like 30 seconds.
I know. Those pillars would only help.
And plus, everyone vaping in there
I
is
know.
just helping.
That'd be really. I'm gonna start doing that.
Just bring a smoke machine.
Just smoke out a venue.
You should start bringing a smoke machine.
That would
on
be
the
cool.
road
Like
with
smoke
you.
out the venue.
I think you should bring a smoke machine on the road with you for this tour. I know you only have like 2 days left to put this
I'm
together.
leaving tomorrow morning at 11 a.m.
Well, you're gonna leave here. You're gonna rent a smoke machine.
Rent a smoke machine.
for a month from probably Doo-Wop.
Doo-wop.
Tell them put it on my tab. Don't. The card will bounce.
Doo-wop.
And then also get a big roll of like butcher paper that you can like tape up and burst through
Oh, yeah.
during your headlining
That'd be cool.
set.
That would be cool.
I mean, it would be better if you could get like a big thing of your head and then like come running out over your tongue,
I'm gonna get like 2 plastic like.
or run out between 2 butt cheeks.
I'm gonna get like 2
Worm
plastic
out.
tripods and put butcher tape up between them. Butcher paper between them. And then do that from like the side, like off stage. But it just, the tripods just fall.
Shit!
Like,
This was.
it both rips and collapses.
I was trying to record my special in Tacoma.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I started my set of kaiju today because the mic was tied up in the stand. And I went, everyone check
Tonight?
this out. No, yesterday.
You said tonight.
Oh.
I was like, you have
Well,
seen into the future?
This episode comes out yesterday. No, I would never go to a kaiju on not a Sunday. I have self-respect.
See Thunderdome? That show's not even there
That show
anymore.
exists at Planet of the Tapes now. No, chorizo.
Sure.
Yeah, I was like hummus Rizzo.
What?
Trying to think of other ones you could do, but it's hard.
Rizzo the Lizzo.
Because white women, what do white women eat?
Yogurt.
Avocado toast-izzo. Yo-grizzo.
Yoga-rizzo.
Yo-grizzo.
Yo.
The only time I say yogurt is when I'm demanding my daughter Gertrude turn up the hip-hop music.
Turn it up.
Boom, boom, shh. And everybody's dancing to the beat.
And I gotta dance too.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where'd you get that robe? Did you just stay in a hotel recently?
Now she's had this for a while, and it's strange that she
Just now.
took so long to give it to me when I talked about how
Whoa.
your
Is that I just saw the is that a Caesar's Palace robe?
it might have come from a casino.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's had it since she
That's
went
how
to
you know
Vegas.
it's a good robe, is when you have to be vague.
She's had it for like 6 fucking years.
That robe is Caesar's Palace like. That'd be funny if instead of like barely legal, it was legal like.
Legal like.
No, I guess you could do the opposite. It's teen like.
Teen like.
I mean, they're 19,
And then it's
20.
Jenna Jameson.
1920. They're in teen like. That'd be funny. A 19-year-old is like, I'm a teen. Like outside of someone trying to squeeze in the last few years of pornography.
I'm a teen.
But someone who's like 19 and a half and is like, damn, no one respects me as a teen.
I'm getting pushed out of the teen industry.
19.
What, just because I'm 19 and a half?
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to call myself a
I'm going to
teenager
go to
anymore?
colleges and put up posters where it's like teen club.
Yeah.
Just freshman and sophomore,
Yeah.
underclassmen.
And then a 19-year-old shows up.
No, that's who it's for.
Yeah.
It's for college, so it's 18 and 19-year-olds.
I don't know how college works.
College usually.
When do you go to college?
Usually 18 is your freshman year, usually.
If you had a child right now, would
Which
you
makes
tell
sense.
them...
Isn't that weird?
What?
It all lines up like that.
What do you mean?
Like 18, you're like, all right, go to college or go to the military. Or you can strip.
Or you can strip.
Your options open up a lot this year.
Or you could be a busboy.
Yeah, your options really open up this year.
Yeah. If you had a child now, would you tell them to go to college right after they graduated?
No.
Would you tell them to go at all?
No, I would tell them if it was it's dependent on goals.
That's what I
Which I think is what most of the world's getting to now.
Because I would say, hey, if you want to go and make connections...
Although it is good. I do think the going to college thing... Because I don't think 18-year-olds are ready to live on their own.
No.
And that
it is sort of supervised...
That system works very well.
It's supervised loneliness.
Exactly. No, exactly. Oh, I know so many people who like, man, if you didn't go to college, you would have just have nobody in your life. Because you were such a dweeb in high school. Or not even dweeb, but just socially, like, inept.
Yeah.
And then...
you don't know how to talk to people, and you understand...
And college forced you to be friends with people.
Yeah.
And then after that, you're like, well, now I'm going to go work at a grocery store.
I guess I'm going to work at Kroger and drink with Andrew Olenoff.
No, if you're working with Andrew, you know people. He's social.
He is a social guy.
That one. I didn't even see him as a caterpillar.
He's one of the...
My freshman year is a little chubby. I'm getting a phone call from
Pick it up.
Wisconsin. Oh, it's probably my aunt. No, I'll call her back.
What if she's dying?
I hope not. I'm staying on her couch.
Why don't you welcome her to the pod?
Ooh, that would be fun. She would be fun on the pod.
Bring her on.
Fun on the potty. Why do they call it a potty? Pottycast.
I bet the potty is like an award for podcasts that they give out.
We've been in pretty high spirits considering. Should we tell the audience that we also lost $4 million to that scam? You don't see me why Theo Von, Whitney come. All these people are like, oh, here's an hour about we lost money. Eric and I sitting over here, we lost plenty of money on it.
Yeah, we lost.
Listen, I haven't clicked the link, but I've seen those videos. The scam is that thing where it's someone going, I'm going to pay you $50 to birthday roast my wife.
Yeah. And meanwhile, all we've got to deal with is my lawyer
don't have a lawyer.
Put an ad out for... Do you want to see his goddamn business
My
card?
lawyer put an ad out for me to be arrested.
For me to be
He's
arrested.
farming out my case. He said, does anyone else want to lose? I don't want this one on my win sheet.
No, he's a big fan.
Hell yeah.
He listens to the pod. You might hear
Does
this.
he?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Quit now while you're ahead.
I don't really have it. I was going to say like buy, sell, but there isn't really a thing for lawyers. Quit.
That would be ideal.
No, if you're a quit. I'll quit.
I hardly know the case.
We're going to go for acquittal. You can't make me quit. I'm going to fucking be a lawyer.
Steve Harvey's fucking pissed.
I
ain't quitting.
I'm gonna be a... Damn it, this guy's trying to No, what's it called?
You don't want to say the real word.
No, I was trying to think of... I almost said gerrymander. I was thinking of the word filibuster. This guy's trying to filibuster the court so that I'll quit.
Oh.
We're going for an acquittal. We're going to bully the prosecutor.
That would be great. And that would be great if you leaned
Look,
over
I can't take any more of this, Your Honor. They keep saying all of these questions very rudely.
These people all seem really mean.
Maybe you want to check with your lawyer. I can't remember what her name is. My name is David. and I'm out of here. I don't need this. I'm not the one on trial. I don't need this. Great strategy going after the lawyer.
Great. If your lawyer gets so frustrated.
I don't need this.
I don't need this shit. You're asking me all these goddamn questions.
Your wife's like, honey, what's the word? You take your job too seriously. It's not like you're going to go to jail.
Well, I'll show you.
When I was a kid, I thought that. Because sometimes in comedy, they'd be like, also the lawyer's going to jail. So I do remember as a kid thinking like that lawyers somehow would like go to jail.
I mean, not really.
I'm saying,
no. I have no idea.
I'm saying I thought this as a kid. It's probably an idea I had once as like a 4-year-old.
Yeah, that's
And in my mind, I'm like, I would often write theses in my youth
It's like,
about the
what?
legal process.
Also, your idea of I saw it in comedy. I'm like, and that's what proved it as a.
Well, I had weird inputs as a kid. It's not like I would watch Looney Tunes
I bet you had
presents
some
how the
weird inputs when you were a kid. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
But it's not like it was like, hey, before you watch Looney Tunes, watch regular tunes. How the justice system really works.
Watch normal tunes.
Yeah.
The Senate.
Because you put on Judge Judy when you get a little bit older, you're like, where's this fucking duck?
Where the fuck is Donald?
Where's the duck? Daffy. It's funny because Daffy, you're like, that's that duck's first name.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, that was an adjective that is gone.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. But
It's
yeah,
just like
Goofy.
Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey. Exactly.
He's an Italian mouse.
He's an Irish. But close.
Yeah, Irish.
So close.
Shit!
Exactly. He was an Irish mouse.
There's a few of the same letters in those.
They were like, God, that mouse is so drunk he's talking. Sort of Mickey Mouse.
There's a drunk Italian guy yelling into a mouse hole.
Why is it Italian? It's Irish.
Listen, I've decided to change the nomenclature.
No, but that's what Mickey Mouse is. And then some Daffy Duck.
Comes along.
Remember how my Instagram name used to be Goofy Danold? I would change it to Daffy Danold.
You should. Alliteration is great. Who doesn't like it?
I'm Daffy Dan. I'm a Daffy Dan man. You're watching.
And then you get
you're
beat up
watching.
by
Oh,
John
sister's
Goodman.
cousin. Where did you go now? The slapstick parody of "Oh Brother, Where Art
There's
Thou?"
definitely a black woman podcast called "Oh Sister, Where Art Thou?"
Oh, sister. No, it's "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" It's about two horny ladies looking for love. Oh brother, where art thou?
That is a lot of podcasts.
Yeah. How Stella got her identity stolen.
How Stella lost her groove.
She
and it's
did.
like a serial type thing about a woman's marriage falling apart.
Well, she did ultimately lose her. That's the funny thing is that movie's all. I've never seen it, but from what I gather, what I gather involves a woman named Stella.
That's what this movie's about. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it. For years, I've never seen it, and I don't know the true story behind it, but I think I've once heard. No, it's about a lady who's like something happens.
I remember I was 22 and I was drunk at the Bishop one time.
Hey, I
and
do
someone
know.
tried to explain the plot of how Stella got her groove back to me.
When I was 19, someone played at a well, I shouldn't say this because I don't want to get him fired, but it was a Martin Luther King Jr. Day party.
We're all naked.
We were all playing Stella, how Stella got her groove back.
We're all naked in blackface.
We ate bean pies, and the guy who delivered them to us seemed real pissed.
He was so pissed.
When he saw what we looked like.
He did
was
not want to
pissed.
see my penis.
No. No, I just meant because we were white.
No. I was more referring to all your naked fucking parties you attended.
Yeah, but that's not how I got my groove in the first place.
And that's how you lost your groove.
I lost my Sex Pistols t-shirt.
Oh, not the Sex Pistols. How are you going to replace that?
I know. Because Hot Topic closed.
Nah, they're going
really?
strong, baby.
Wait, how do you know about that store?
I've been to a mall.
You been to the Parmatown Mall?
I don't, I'm talking about here.
There's more of those? Do they all have Hot Topics?
Oh, you're doing a bit.
Do they all have Hot Topics? Guy who thinks Hot Topic closed because it was in a mall that closed. It's funny because like Hot Topic's probably going great.
They are.
Although, why? Maybe not. I guess no. They probably
Where are
are.
14-year-olds going to buy dildos?
No, that's Spencer's.
Well, they buy lingerie there.
According to that girl I hooked up with, who assistant managed a Spencer's part time, most of their sales are teenagers buying sex toys as goofs because they're too afraid to buy them like at actual place.
Yeah.
So it'll be like, hey, here's Stewie Griffin edible underwear.
Also, can you eat it off
Do you guys
my
have any other
pussy?
flavors?
Do you have Stewie Griffin and strawberry?
I'll take another pack of that Stewie Griffin edible underwear.
Delicious.
Oh.
No, I knew a guy who...
No, but Hot Topic, you just buy that shit online.
No, you can go into the store. I knew
No,
a guy.
I know you can't.
They have stores. I don't.
No, I know, but who, as a 14-year-old, you're like...
Because you can't have shit being shipped to your house when you're still living with your parents and you're a fucking, like, early teenager.
Yeah, you can.
But maybe you want to get something sexy looking, even though it's gross.
You're just talking about lingerie. I'm talking about Hot Topic. I think Hot Topic, I think it's mostly people buying band shirts.
I'm afraid you're mistaken, buddy.
And
Why don't
those,
you go in there? Now it's mostly just Rick and Morty shirts and lingerie for fucking 14-year-olds.
Oh, when you say lingerie, you mean like fish? It's not good. It's like a deep breath.
You're talking about...
You're talking about teenage lingerie.
I got a little bit you mean, why don't you tell me more? What would they look like in it?
Just like fishnet pants? Like that type of shit?
I mean, they sell like...
That's wild.
Because I knew someone who was like a manager there. Or not a manager. They were just
so if I call up Hot Topic right now and say, I've got a teen daughter, I need sexier.
They're going to hang up the phone on you. But we can try.
They're going to recommend we go to their website.
They're going to say...
Yeah, that's true too. Why aren't you just like, hey... Do parents check packages kids get? That wasn't a thing when I was a kid. Yeah, I guess I would too, but I never thought of that.
Yeah, no, I definitely would.
Son, what's in that Amazon box? Nothing.
But also, getting shit shipped to your house is so much more normalized.
That's what I mean.
It was
be weird
when we were kids. So maybe they wouldn't. But
you sneak home from school and get it before your parents find out.
Yeah, you skip school.
And then they're like, why do you have that Amazon box under your bed? You're like, I've been breakdancing.
I've been pooping in it.
I've been shitting in it.
No, I had a friend who worked there.
Mr. and Mrs. McClinsky, I just delivered a giant dildo to your house the other day.
Oh, yeah, I remember that was
We didn't get that. Yes, you did, because I went for a second delivery and it was gone, and an empty bottle of kids' lube was in the back.
You're a dragon dildo couple, I see.
Yeah.
That's fun. Why don't I come over sometime? Try it out myself. Listen,
they should let Amazon delivery drivers know what's in there. That would be fun. I'd love to get there like...
They got some x-ray specs.
Yeah, I know. You guys just like, here's that knife sharpener you ordered. Thanks. Another thing I ordered recently. Came with a protective glove. This is how
protective
This is how old I am. I gladly spent $7 more for the one that came with the protective glove.
You need your hands to hold the mic.
I know. But younger me, A, wouldn't have had the money.
B, wouldn't know what a knife sharpener really is.
Would have just been like, damn, I need to steal another knife soon. This one I stole sucks.
The only experience with a knife sharpener is a thing I saw my mom using like once a year that looked like it was from the
knife
50s.
Sharpener. We didn't have a spoon. Man, what do you think it's like? Oh, never mind. I forgot about soup.
I had some soup earlier.
Did I tell you the thing I was going to say? Imagine.
Can you?
Imagine I don't know about Asian people eating soup. I'd rather grow up in an Asian household. I'll take chopsticks over a wooden spoon any day. My dad would beat me with 2 big chopsticks on the butt when I was fat.
You'd be getting beat with those shoes.
That'd be a good joke if you're like my dad was white, my mom was Asian.
And I would rather...
I liked when it was better when she punished me. Because I just left 2 marks from the chopsticks instead of the big one from the spoon.
Instead of a big one from his belt buckle.
Asians don't have belts.
Asians,
I can say that my mom was Asian. That's going to be my new bit, is my mom's Asian. I just say a bunch of fucked up, like, nonsense. I can say that.
My mom was
Asian. Check. What are you going to check? Here's my ID.
All 10.
Doesn't say anything on it.
Dan, all 10.
It's my mom. There's literally no way for you to verify this. My mom's in the front row. The feature is holding his hand over her mouth.
She's got a rice patty hat on.
No, my mom doesn't know I'm doing this bit. And she's just confused. And the feature knows, so he's like, you gotta shut up. Mrs. Alton, you're fucking up his whole set.
This is his closer.
Yeah. You're fucking it up. Pretend like you don't know him. Pretend like you're just one of the many other...
You've got to buy a CD.
Yeah. Pretend like you're one of the other many old women your age who will hate on him after a show.
You get hit on a lot by older women?
I get hit on by all kinds of people. But then...
Men?
Yeah, sometimes. I don't think I read as gay anymore on stage. Before COVID, people constantly were like, Dan's our favorite queer comic.
And
I'm like, half my bits are about like dating a woman.
Yeah.
Like, he's our favorite.
Well, the other half is about legalizing dog marriage. So I think they're kind of like, I don't know what he's doing here.
I don't know what he's doing. That dog's a girl.
They don't know that.
I feminize her.
Ew.
Put her in a little wig.
Huh.
That'd be fun talking to her. It'd be funny. It's a sexy talking dog. And they're just happy that you're talking to him.
You're a dirty little girl, aren't you?
Wagging. A little wig up.
You're a fucking whore, I bet.
Collar off. No one owns you.
Yeah. You're your own woman.
No, but now, I get sometimes people often will be like, so is that thing about your girlfriend true? And I'll be like, what?
No, I lied.
And they'll be like, that thing. And I'm like, you mean the thing about how her face is a foot? That thing? And they're like, no. And I'm like, well, then what do you mean? And they're like, that you have a girlfriend.
You lose.
Multiple people have worded it that way. Where I'm always like, don't you realize how weird of a like,
do you think they're just trying to check? Or do you think they're like, do you really have a girlfriend?
No, they're always trying to check because they're always like, oh. They always like do that shit. As if you're going to be like, oh, I didn't realize you were interested. Oh, I don't have one.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
I mean,
I thought you were doing an interview.
The best answer is, would that be a problem for you?
Would that be a problem for you? One time, this guy, my friend, he was really drunk, and he told my friend Amanda, Amanda, I know you know that I have a girlfriend, but what you don't know is that I don't care that I have a girlfriend.
But I'm going to tell you a little secret. Come here, let me whisper in your ear. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care. That line did not work on her, but if you were somebody who's like, cheating's cool, that's a pretty funny line.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, that was funny. I remember in
amazing.
college, that was in college, we all heard that, and we were like,
Rob,
that guy who we all hate is clever.
Dustin Gay, you are wild for that one.
I always think about that guy.
I do too, and I don't know why.
Dustin Eric is a friend from college.
I didn't know. We met him together.
Really?
That's the only time I hung out with that guy.
I didn't know that. I always thought you knew that kid.
No.
Oh, wow. So he is just as much my friend.
Yeah, we're equal
That's cool.
on that one.
That's awesome. He's probably so confused. I'm sure I messaged him. I'm like, hey, I don't know if you remember me. I'm Eric's friend.
It's like, who's Eric?
Like, what?
No, I don't remember you.
No. I think I pulled a condom out of his pocket. And he's like, that didn't happen for like several years after, I don't think. So now I'm even more confused. I think I had the green jacket who pulled the condom out of his pocket. He's like, I saw a guy in a t-shirt do a thing about a crouton.
Oh, man. That happened with me and Andrea. She took me to, I told you about the above ground saltwater pool.
Yeah, the pool.
The first time we went.
That's how you know you're bored, is that multiple episodes now have been like,
I went to a pool one time.
Above ground pool.
But the first time we went, when we were leaving, I was like, that was fun. How long you known those people? And she was like, oh, that's like the second time we've hung out together. And I was like, okay, well, I wouldn't have said about 75% of the things I said if I didn't know that they weren't like actually your friends.
That's early. That's bold.
I probably wouldn't have brought up like the Adidas Reebok Nazi thing.
What's that thing?
I don't even know if it's Adidas and Reebok. Because I was like...
I just kept yelling the word Nazi.
I just kept saying Nazi in the pool.
I just threw everyone's shoes into the pool. And they tried to stop me. I called them all Nazis.
But I think it's Adidas and Reebok, and one of them, like... I think there were German companies, and one of them like split off and was like,
Oh,
"Fuck
yeah, yeah.
Nazis," and the other one was like, "No, we're gonna make Nazis
Yeah, I think you're
for
right. I
the
think they're
Berlin
brothers.
Olympics."
Yeah. Puma might be involved, but I think it's those.
Oh yeah, no, I think it is Puma.
Puma and Adidas maybe
Yeah.
or something. I don't know, man. One time in college, I did a group project where a guy's like, is in marketing class, and he's like, I want to do like Puma's like shoes. And then I was like, that's fucking stupid, dude. We should do yogurt for men.
Yeah, straight yogurt, liquid.
Because there's like Activia and shit. I was like, it'll be so easy.
Solid death.
I was like, this would be such an easy assignment. We just do yogurt. We just name a famous celebrity. He's like, oh, Brett Favre, yogurt for men.
Yeah.
And then
Who's the Jamie Lee Curtis for men?
and then this girl in our group, this girl in our group, 3 random people, and then this girl in our group was like, you're cute, Puma. I like shoes. And then I was like, great. What do any of us know about marketing shoes? Nothing? Okay.
Well,
I guess we'll all struggle to get a B and learn nothing. My idea was yoga for men would have been so easy,
Yeah.
and it kind of teaches us a lesson.
Yeah.
Pick a niche.
yeah, we can be misogynistic.
It's literally 2009. There's no better time.
Yeah.
Than to be like, it's burritos for Asians or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. Like, there's never been a better time.
It's ramen for Mexicans.
Yeah, exactly.
Pollo flavor.
Trade those two. You probably just trade those two.
Yeah, you could just.
Grocery stores should do trades.
They should. I mean, that's what Costco basically is.
No, but I mean like the Mexican grocery and the Asian grocery.
Yeah, they can. The Mexicans can come over with their avocados.
No, they should do like an aisle trade.
Oh, like the international aisle at
Yeah.
Kroger, you know?
This aisle, and there's little signs like this aisle is sponsored by La Tienda de whatever.
Puerto.
Yeah. And then you go, you're like, oh wow. Although Asian markets, that's just where they got all the fruits and vegetables.
They do have a
I
lot.
love how no one knows what grows in Asia, so they're like, yeah, it's all
It's great. Mangoes?
Whenever you're like, hey, does anyone sell this thing? People are like, go to the Asian market.
Yeah.
And
It's
you're like, it doesn't grow anywhere.
it actually, I'm looking for plantains.
They're looking for Maine blueberries. Yeah.
What? I think I need the African grocery store for this one.
No, I bet they got plantains in Asia. You know,
They got everything in
I
Asia.
was not poo-pooing.
Well, Asia's so big.
but Asia, people keep
as
trying to
we've
go
been
to
learning
Asia. Yeah.
over the course of the last few years.
People keep trying to get me to go to the beaches of Asia, and they keep trying
What
to get me
the fuck
to
are you talking about?
That car ran a red light. They keep trying to get me to go to the beaches of Asia,
Okay.
and I'm like, well, do they have fruit? Well, that's not even what I said. I said I don't want to go because they don't have fruit, and then people go, they got tons of fruit.
Is that because you ate that mango in a bag and you're like, I'm not going to travel now unless I can eat fruit from a bag?
That even before that trip was largely fruit based.
I bet it was. You were there.
Hey, that's a good burn.
We're at 108 if you want to end on that. We can do another one too
No,
if
we
you
should.
want.
I know I gotta get out of here. That would be funny. It's like pick 2 fruits, and one of them listed as like Ricky Martin. You're like, yeah, I just play that song and then make your smoothie. I'm a jokester.
Oh my god. Oh.